Well, I don't see any smoke that way.
It fucking stinks like
It does. I mean, I smell it here, and she just probably came past it. What you got there?
Watch out.
Hi, Sleepy girl.
I got 2 different earrings in because my mom's a weirdo.
We know that. Yeah, good morning.
My mom's a weirdo.
Go over here and tell everybody good morning. Say good morning. Eh? How about good morning? You really got to learn to start talking and say that.
Say hi.
Yeah, you see cows? She's going to look up over the top of us to watch the cows.
Say moo.
Good
What does a cow
morning.
say? Can you say moo?
Morning, dirty face.
Hi, Moomoo's. Can you say hi, Moomoo's?
Oh, smack me away. Almost knocked me off the bike.
The death glare, man. Oof.
And I thought maybe she wanted to ride on a bike and go help me finish feeding. Oh, well. Finish feeding.
Dad,
Get filters in that thing.
you're death glare.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Out of frame, in frame, because there ain't no way I'm going to try to follow her.
Oh, fuck no. Made her squeak, though.
Okay.
Do we need to go wake her mama?
You're up front. Cowboy was standing here. Oh, the brat. Good morning, Cowboy. Good morning, buddy. Oh, you want to say hello? Yes, you touched me. You touched me again. Huh? Yeah? I don't want to scratch you right on the face, because I don't want to deal with you when you get bigger. That can be a bad thing. Sapphire, would you like your lovin's this morning? Come here. Sapphire. She says, I got this fat ass in my way. Yeah, he ain't not a fat ass. Not in too bad a shape, considering the summer we've had. And considering he should be working. Anyway, get this done, and Ty was closing this end of the feed barn since the cows are all in here so that we can see if we can get rid of a couple of those long bales. Get them out of the way. Ty's got Blakely helping her cut twine. Teach them young. That's what I've always said. Teach them young. If you teach them young, they'll know what to do later in life. And generally, they'll be better people in life. So, I thought we were going to feed like 4 bales, but Ty says we're going to wait on the yearlings because they've still got quite a bit on the ground. And she said the steers have plenty. But those are the first 2 bales. Wait, I should say that's the second and third bale that we fed off the triangle piece. Because that first bale out of the baler we gave the heifers when we brought them in. Oh, now I'll go see if I can get that truck running. Go get some more hay in. Well, it'd been pretty good so far this year, but that frickin' coupler come undone. At least it didn't blow the seal out somewhere where I couldn't find it. It was still half in there. And Ty is coming the wrong frickin' way. She's supposed to be turning the pump on. I guess I'll go turn it on. The saga continues. And yes, it is all solid, solid, solid. So, the only thing I gotta do is take the heat gun to it. And the bad thing is everything's shut off, so there's no power to that pump. But what's in there should drain into here, hopefully without draining everywhere else. Here we go. Making headway. I was actually up here pointing it in the right places for a little bit. I'm just letting it go. But the whole end was completely iced over. Imagine, yeah, that end is too, but you can't see it with the camera very well. Couldn't see any of those tubes. So, I'm really hoping that it was just because we didn't get it completely melted out before. You know, I'm glad Ty checked it. She asked me to eat lunch. She says, "Is it warm in here?" And I'm like, "Oh, yes and no. I mean, I'm comfortable, but you know." And then she went and put her hand, the one inlet straight on the other side of there in the hallway, and she put her hand over it. It wasn't sucking any air. I walked in and took the end off the housing around the corner right there, and the fan should pull that sucker back in, and only if the air is moving someplace. Fan was busy just cavitating, not doing anything. But it just finally started actually running good, and I'm hoping it's not all running down inside. So, this is what I'm going to do for a while, until I make sure it's all good. And I kind of wonder about the way they made it, or the way they did it. I mean, you would think that panel might come out, but it doesn't unless you unhook stuff. I don't see how it can. It's got to push straight out. And you got the high pressure tubes, copper. I mean, yeah, it'll bend, but I'm going to have to undo it up here to get everything to flex far enough to pull that out without kinking the copper. And the other line should be a copper line too, and it ain't going to kink that far. So, yeah, fun. And no, I haven't got to work on that truck either. I did start to. Yesterday, that finger was sore, and when I was parked in that field up on the hill, I looked at it, and it was all swelled up. I started pumping on, I changed the one filter, and I started pumping on the primer pump, and damn, that really hurt, and it felt wet. And I looked, yeah, because about the size of my pinky nail. There's a blister there from pumping on it yesterday, and I broke the blister open. Gotta love it. So, yeah, fun times. Well, I know this is going to flip, but there's two sides to this thing. It's in here in a V. It's still dripping some water, but the ice is gone from here. I'm going to use the camera. Hopefully, I can't see anything, but I'm hoping. Well, we did. And now I'm going to look at the video and see what's there. Bug. Those little things, I don't know what they are. We've only noticed them around about the last 6 or 8 years. But black, well, even the white, that whole truck is crawling with them. They've nested, or whatever they do, in the doors of the pumpkin before, and you open the door and they just start boiling out. There's literally millions of them. They're annoying. They're a pain in the ass. And before I can, the whole bed's full of them. There's got to be a couple million of them just on that truck. Maybe they don't like this tractor so well. I don't see any over here. Well, no, they're here too. Before I came out of the house, I come up to the sliding glass door and I looked out. And, I mean, it was just like a fog. I hate those things. So nothing's moved in the yard for a while. No, I haven't gotten back to that yet. That was my plan. I did finish the air conditioning. It is running. Hopefully it's running for good. Maybe they're not in the barn. Frickin' things, they crawl down inside your shirt and everywhere. Hey, I don't think they're in here. If they would, you'd think they'd see them on that tank or on the bike, and I don't see any. This is a safe spot. Except for the ones that were still on me when I came in. Anyway, as you saw in the video I did so I could see, I didn't see any moisture left. I didn't see any, I didn't see anything left. No ice left. I turned the fan on, let it run for about a half an hour after getting everything done. And the water dripping out the drain was just barely dripping. Turn the fan on. God, they are annoying. When I came back, got back downstairs to it because I got to go upstairs to turn the switch on for the. No, I'll take that back. There's a fan switch right there. I had the whole thing shut off. I let it go for a little bit. I came back. I mean, just a couple of minutes, and it was a steady stream of water coming out again. So when that steady stream finally made it down to a drip, I went upstairs and kicked it back on. After I had the fan on, I saw the access hole open. I ran my hand over inside, both sides of the condenser, and I mean, there's good airflow through all of it, so I can't imagine getting in there to clean it. Because the way it's made, I don't think it comes out of there, and you can't get to it from underneath unless you're going to take the freaking burner out. I don't know where the hell the cows are. I didn't hear them in the barn. I don't see them in there either, so obviously they're out there somewhere because that's where they're at again. 95 degrees and they're out. That's fine. I imagine they're probably all tucked over there in the trees. And the boys here, well, they've only been going outside to eat hay lately. Other than in the mornings, they're out. And everybody got mineral today. And they've been through about half of what they got. I figured they would be because it'd been a few days. It's kind of funny. I don't know. I called order tubs today. They don't have any in. I haven't heard back from him yet either. Sometimes he's a little forgetful. Busy man, I understand. I totally understand. I'll call him tomorrow, see what he found out. He said he's going to see when they were supposed to have some in. They've got some other tubs that are cheaper, that they're just not quite as good, but they'll get us by. Anyway, I told him on that mineral, I swear that him and his dad both said that it was 18% salt. And I could swear I read 12% on the label. I think I was all screwed up because I just dumped the mineral bag that was left, and it's 3 or 4 things are 12% right above that. And salt is maximum 28%, minimum 26%. These guys and the heifers are just fine with it. You know, I'm mixing the garlic in it, and they're just fine with it. The cows put it in by itself with the garlic, and they kind of picked at it. So I mixed some salt with it, and then they went after it. So I've been mixing salt with the cows. So they're probably getting more like 36% or 40% salt. But if that's what it takes to get the minerals in them, that's what we're going to do. And you guys tie charged the back rubbers today. See a little bit of shine right down his middle of his back. He was under it a little bit. Down his back and off his left cheek. And he was really under it because he must have played under it for a while. He's full of it. Those two, they ain't got much. But the important thing is I see some flies flying around and they're swishing their tails, but I don't see any flies really flying off from their tails. They're not covered. Anyway, that's pretty much the day. Another day of getting nothing done, so, and probably too long of a video, especially for what's in it. But hey, if your AC don't work because you're freezing stuff up, make sure you get it thawed out all the way the first time. And I hope to God it's done. Otherwise, I got to call somebody, and you know, the outfit whose name and numbers on the side of the furnace, they're kind of stuck up and spendy. They took over, bought out, whatever, our old furnace man who retired. And the guy we use for the furnace, since nobody works on frickin' oil furnaces anymore, He doesn't do AC. He just does oil furnaces. But he might know somebody. I don't know. Anyway, that's our Monday. Proves that it was a Monday. Went by the fire, took Mom up there so she could see. And yeah, different angles, I could see more burnt from the road that actually goes right by there. And it didn't start against the road. It was actually out in the field. And the guys that own that, their combine sitting in their yard, and both of them were up on top of it when we went by this morning. So I'm guessing maybe they had a bearing go out or something, or, you know, they were both up on top, so who knows. So that may have been what it was. But anyway, yesterday when they're, oh yeah, combine fire, it burned down, is what some people were saying. Well, there wasn't anything in the field. I would have at least seen a pile of rubble. The important thing is, as screwed up as the fire district is here, they did get the fire out before it destroyed anybody's houses or anything. It did destroy a few filbert trees, I think, in an orchard, because I know it got into that. And of course, you know, some people's grass and their lawn and whatever else. But anyway, that's enough gabbing. I got to finish feeding. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope everybody had a good day. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday.